Good morning, children. Before starting to the lesson, take this as homework. Learn and write, fill in the blanks, and match the following from social. This lesson means social religious reform. You are having a fill in the blanks and match the following in page number 39 and page number 40. You should only find answers and you should only write. Okay, it's in textbook only. Okay, and those who have not completed your classwork, please children write. Okay, none of them are not gave to the correction, so only I'm saying you write and bring on Monday. Okay, okay, now let us move to the let us continue with our chapter, that is social religious reforms. In last class where we have stopped till page number 33, that is till Arya Samaj we have completed. Now from today let us start with another, that is Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda. Who is this Swami Vivekananda? He is a great leader and he was a great leader and philosopher. He is a great leader and philosopher. Arise, awake, stop not till you reach the goal was the message given to the Indian youth by Swami Vivekananda. Narendra Datta was his first name and he was born in Calcutta in 1863, January 12th. What he declared for the youth? For the youth, he declared that arise, awake, stop not till you reach the goal. Till you reach the goal, don't stop. Wake up, arise, awake. What is meant by arise? Arise means stand up. Arise means stand up, and awake means don't sleep. Sleep, asleep. Until you reach the goal, don't stop. Wait. Don't wait for the opportunity also. Arise, awake, stop not till you reach the goal. What he declared, arise, awake, stop not till you reach the goal. Arise means awake. Arise means stand up. And awake means asleep. Sleep means until you reach the goal, don't stop. Go on practicing. And his first name was Narendra Datta and he was born in Calcutta in 1863, January 12th. His first name was Narendra Datta and he was born in 12th January 1863. This is the first Swami Vivekananda's first name was Narendra Datta and he was born in 12th January 1863. His birthday is celebrated as Youth Day. His birthday was celebrated as Youth Day and he was the disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He later took sannyasi after the death of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He had the responsibility of guiding his disciples. First, who is the father of his? Swami Vivekananda's father is Vishwanath Datta. His father name is Vishwanath Datta and his mother name is Bhuvaneshwari Devi. His father name was Vishwanath Datta and his mother name was Bhuvaneshwari Devi, and his disciple, who is his disciple? Ramakrishna Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He was a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. After that, he later took a sannyasa. Later took a sannyasa. After the death of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he means Swami Vivekananda only took all the responsibility of his disciples, and he was the first at the he taught at First World Religious Convention in Chicago in 1893, brought him fame and recognition. He also appreciated many of the achievements in the West and equality of women. He gave the first speech. He gave the first speech in Chicago. In Chicago, that is about religious conventional. Vivekananda traversed. Vivekananda traversed across India on foot and was deeply moved by the plight of India. As long as people of India are in the clutches of poverty and hunger, I will take birth again and again in India to eradicate them, he declared. Here, what he declared means, as long as people of India peoples are facing by poverty and hunger. Poverty means lack of money. What is the meaning of poverty? Poverty means lack of money. Many of the peoples are not having a sufficient money, or they are in poor stage. And hunger means a person who is lacking behind the food is known as hunger. Many of the children many of the peoples are lagging behind of poverty and hunger. So to eradicate this, I will take birth again and again, and I will eradicate this said by Swami Vivekananda. Who said this? This was said by Swami Vivekananda, and he established Ramakrishna mission to continue service to humanity. He need a great concern of women, and said welfare of women is the welfare of our country. And he also gave the concern for the women, and he also declared that welfare of women is the welfare of the country. Welfare of the woman is the welfare of the country. This was declared by the Swami Vivekananda for the welfare of women, and he gave the call him for the service of the poor people, and he also dreamed about the uplift of India. What is meant by uplift? Uplift means rise or to stand, is known as uplift. Bal Gangadhar Tilak has called Swami Vivekananda as the father of Indian nationalism. Who is Bal Gangadhar Tilak? Yes, Bal Gangadhar Tilak is also known as Lokamanya. His nickname is Lokamanya, and he is a journalist and teacher. Nationalist and teacher. He gave Bal Gangadhar Tilak called Swami Vivekananda as father of Indian nationalism, as called as father of Indian nationalisms. And many people, including Subhash Chandra, were also influenced by his writings. Many people means like Subhash Chandra Bose. Many of the people were influenced by the writings of Swami Vivekananda. Okay. Now once again I will say, listen. Swami Vivekananda, who was he? He was a great leader and a philosopher. He declared that Arise, awake, stop not till you reach the goal. Until you reach the goal, don't stop, Arise, means stand up, awake means asleep. And his first name was Narendra Datta, and he was born in 12th January 1863, and he was born in 12th January 1863, and his birthday is celebrated as Youth Day. And his father Vishwanath Datta and his mother Bhuvaneshwari Devi. And his disciple is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. After the death of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he took all the responsibility of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, and he later took Ramakrishna Paramahamsa only took a sannyasa, and he gave the first talk. He gave the first speak in Chicago about religious convention, and he also and Balagangadhar Tilak gave the title or called him as father of Indian nationalism, and he declared for the women that welfare of women is the welfare of the country, and he also declared that welfare of the woman is the welfare of the country. Till this, have you understood? I hope you understood. Okay, now next is your Madam H.P. Blavatsky. And Colonel H.S. Olcott. Theosophical Society, 1875 CE. Who is this H.P. Blavatsky? He is an reformist, and he also a co-founder of this Theosophical Society. And who is this Olcott? H.S. Olcott? He is a journalist and also a lawyer, and is also first prime minister first president. Theosophical Society was established by H.P. Blavatsky and Colonel H.S. Olcott in New York in 1875. This was established in the year Theosophical Society was established in the year 1875 by Madam H.P. Blavatsky and Colonel H.S. Olcott. And the International Center of Society was started by Adyar near Madras. This was established by Adyar near Madras. Later, Dr. Annie Besant became his president. H.P. Blavatsky was the good writer and expressed her ideas and humanism, brotherhood, philosophy and comparative religion and truth of the nature eloquently. After this, later Dr. Annie Besant, Dr. Annie Besant, Dr. Annie Besant. She was born in the year 1847. Later, Colonel H.S. Olcott. Before that, the Dr. Annie Besant. Sorry, after the Dr. Annie Besant, the Colonel H.S. Olcott was the president. After the H.S. Olcott, Dr. Annie Besant was the president, and H.P. Blavatsky was the good writer and was expressed her ideas as on humanism, human brotherhood and philosophy, comparative religion and truth of nature eloquently. H.P. Blavatsky. H.P. Blavatsky, she was a good writer. She was a good writer and expressed her ideas on humanism. Expressed her ideas on humanism. What humanism means? It's given the importance to more than rationality, human brotherhood and philosophy, comparative religions and truth of nature eloquently. And Dr. Annie Besant was influenced by the Indian culture. Dr. Annie Besant, she influenced by the Indian culture. She was by the Indian culture and translated Bhagavad Gita to English. She published New India, a newspaper called, and she led the theosophical movement strongly in India. And she also published a Indian newspaper. And this led to the theosophical movement strongly by Dr. Annie Besant. What is the main objective of this theosophical society is to inculcate. The first objective is to inculcate. To inculcate the universal brotherhood. The main objective of this theosophical society is to inculcate the universal brotherhood. What is meant by this inculcate means teachers. This teaches the universal brotherhood to eliminate the discrimination among the genders. This was the main objective of this theosophical society is to inculcate universal brotherhood, to eliminate discrimination. And the second is to study dharma, to study about or to know about the dharma, philosophy and science thought, and to know about the science thought. And the third objective is to investigate about the hidden aspects of the humans. And Dr. Annie Besant started Central Hindu College in Banaras. Later it became an Banaras Hindu University, and she established an organization, Torch Bearers. She started a Hindu Central College. Which was later named as Banaras Hindu University. Later it was named as Banaras Hindu University, and she established an organization. That is Torch Bearers. To eradicate this means to eradicate child marriage and superstition. This Torch Bearers was established. She later started home rule movement. She was the first woman president of the National Congress, Indian National Congress. Okay, once again I will say, Madam H.P. Blavatsky and Colonel H.S. Olcott. They both started the first Theosophical Society in 1875 CE, and H.P. Blavatsky is she is a core founder of Theosophical Society, and she is a journalist and lawyer. Okay, after this, and they started a Theosophical Society in Adya near Madras. In Adya near Madras. Later, sorry, before the Dr. Annie Besant, she was the president. She was the president of Indian National Congress, and she was born in the year 1847, 1870, and she wrote a book. She is the first woman to translate the Bhagavad Gita into English, and she is an Indian culture. Okay, the main objective of this Theosophical Society is to inculcate universal brotherhood. What is this inculcate means? Teachers. These teachers to discriminate. In olden days, what they have to do means they were discriminating the genders. To eliminate this, the main objective of this is to inculcate universal brotherhood, and the second objective is to dharma, to know about the dharma, philosophy, and the science thoughts, and the science thoughts. And the third objective is to investigate about the hidden aspects of the humans, to investigate about hidden aspects of the humans. And later on, she started a Hindu university. Sorry. Later on, she started a Hindu university in Banaras. In Banaras. And she also became the president of Indian National Congress. Next. And next is your Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, who started the Aligarh movement. The Aligarh movement was started by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Sorry, not Muhammad Khan. That is Ahmad Khan. This was started by, Aligarh movement was started by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Who is this Sir Syed Ahmad Khan? He is an Islamic pragmatist. He is an Islamic pragmatist and as well as philosopher. The Aligarh movement was started by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, and he is a Islamic pragmatist and philosopher. What is meant by this pragmatist? Pragmatist means one who guides practices considered by then ideas. He was born in the year 17th October 1870 in New Delhi. Most of the Muslims were suspicions of the Western education and also believed that it is an against the interest of their religious. In 1863 CE, Nawab Abdul Latif has started Muhammad Literacy society. Most of the Muslims were suspicious. What is meant by this suspicious means? So showing a distrust. What they have us to do is they were not showing a trust. They were not showing a trust on the Western education. Western education. They also believe that it is against the instinct of their religion, that is left to their religions. And in 1863, Nawab Abdul Latif. Nawab Abdul Latif, he started a Muhammad literacy. He started a Muhammad literacy in 1863. In 1863, Nawab Abdul Latif started a Muhammad literacy, and he tried to spread English education among Muslims. And he also tried to spread English education among the Muslims. Through this, he also tried to bring harmony. By this also, by spreading the English education, he also tried to spread the, and he also spread, he tried to bring the harmony among the Hindus and Muslim. Hindu and Muslim. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan provided this attempt for the form of a movement. He was born in Delhi in 1817. As I said, he was born in 17th October 1817 CE, and he was a judiciary officer. He also known as a judiciary officer. Judiciary officer in the East India Company, and he wanted Muslim youth to get proper employment in the company government by getting education. And he also believed that Muslim community is missing an opportunity by missing English education. What he wanted to spread to all the Muslims is first they have to get a proper education, because many of them are losing the employment. So the first, they should get a proper education to get a proper employment. So to get a proper education, proper job, the first main thing they have to get a proper education. The message what they had declared is to get a proper education. As a social reformer, he also opposed a Purda system. As a social reformer, he opposed a Purda system. What is this Purda system is? Purda system is female. I think you have seen the Muslim. What they will do, they will put a Purda. So this was opposed, and polygamy and divorce system. In order to translate English literature into Urdu, he established translation society. In order to translate English literature into Urdu, in English. First, it was in English literature, and now it was into Urdu. He established translation society. Later, it became a scientific society. The literature which was in English, he tried to translate in Urdu. So this was established by Sir Ahmad Khan to make the people to more strong. In order to promote nationality among Muslims, he began publishing a newspaper, Aligarh Institute Gazette. He also published a book, Aligarh He also published a newspaper, that is Aligarh Institute Gazette. It was published by English and Urdu languages. He started Muhammad Anglo Oriented College in 1875. He also started a college in 1875 CE, and later it became an Aligarh Muslim University in 1920. Next is Sri Narayana Guru. Sri Narayana Guru. His influence is considerable in Karnataka. Sri Narayana Guru is an important saint. Who was he? He is an important saint and a social reformer and he was born in Ishwa family. He was born in the Ishwa. What is this Ishwa family? It is a region. It is a region which is now particularly in Kerala. Which now it is in Kerala. In Keshwa family in Travancore in 1854. In 1854, and he established Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yojana. He means Sri Narayana Guru established Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yoga in 1903. In 1903, he established Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yoga, and through this institution, he tried for the social, economical, and cultural educational development of the communities like Ishwa and other downtrodden people. This institution, which was established Sri Narayana Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana. This Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yoga was started in year 1903. This was the main intention of this Dharma this was to know the people, how to bring the harmony between the social, economical, and cultural, educational, and as well as development of Ishwa family. As I said, Ishwa family, who was born in Ishwa family, which was located in the Kerala, and also a downtrodden people. What is meant by downtrodden? The people who is suffering from a poor, the people who are poor. And he also opposed to caste system and animal sacrifice. What is meant by animal sacrifice? Animal sacrifice means killing an animal and offering to other is known as animal sacrifice. He opened a Sanskrit college, and he also opened a Sanskrit college and provided Sanskrit education in the respective of their caste. And he also built 30 temples. He also built 30 temples in Kerala. Also built 30 temples in Kerala, which were open to all, including untouchables. And he established a good library in all the temples, which was constructed by the Sri Narayana Guru. He also opened a library. And he also declared one God, one religion. Now, According to their religions, what we will do, we will worship to the god. As for Hindus, we will worship to the Lord Anjaneya, Shiva or Ganesha. But as well as now coming to your Muslim, they will worship the Allah, and for the Islam, they worship Wage Guru. But what he declared, only one god and the one religion is to be there. Next, not only this, you are having still 3 more social workers, that is women social religious reforms. Now coming to your women social religious. First social religious is Savitribai Phule. Savitribai Phule, she is a husband of Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. She is a husband of Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. Savitribai Phule was a prominent and social and education reformer and poetess. Who was she? She was a education reformer. She was an educational reformer and as well as social reformer and also a poetess. And she was born in the year January 3rd, 1831. She was born in the year 1831, January 3rd. And she was a educational reformer and poetess and as well as social. And she started a schools for girls in Pune along with her husband. Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, she also started a school for girls. She tried to stop infanticide by opening a rehabilitation center of child widows. The main intention of this to open this school because many of the mother or many of what they will do means they will kill the baby in her womb itself. Is what is meant by infanticide? Infanticide means killing the baby in her womb itself is known as infanticides. To avoid this or to eradicate, she opened a schools for girls, and she also fought against the gender discrimination. Earlier there was having a more gender discrimination, means male and female. They used to give the only for the education for the male, that means only for boys. For the girls, they was not having a proper education. She only sit into the 4 walls and she has to cook or she also do the household chores. But she gave the first education for the girls, and she also fight for this. She had to face resistance for the society. She shouldered the responsibility of social struggle and waged by her Jyotiba Phule. By her husband Jyotiba Phule, she also gave support to the Jyotiba Phule, and he led to the Satyashodak Samaj after his death, after the death of Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. After the death of the Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, she only led to the Satyashodak Samaj. Satyashodak Samaj was started by Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. After the death of this was started by Savitribai Phule. While treating the patients of plague along with her son, she died of it. By treating of his son, he also left the world, or the she died. She died. Next social reformer is your. She is also from this. She is also a member of Satyashodak Samaj. Who is she? She is Tarabai Shinde. Second one is Tarabai Shinde. Sorry, Shinde, not Shinde. Tarabai Shinde. She is also a member of. She also is a member of Satyashodak Samaj. She also fought with this Mahatma Jyotiba Phule and Savitribai Phule. Savitribai Phule is the first woman fighter in Maharashtra. She was the first woman freedom fighter in Maharashtra, and she also a member of Satyashodak Samaj. As I said, she was also a member of Satyashodak Samaj of Jyotiba Phule and also participated. And she also participated in the freedom struggle, and she also social struggle of the Samaj, and she supported protection of child widows, and she also supported to the child widows and widow remarriage. She was opposed to the exploitation of women. She also exploited the woman in her book Stree Purusha Paripalana. Stree Purusha Tulana. She was born in the year 1850. When she was born, Tarabai Shinde, she was born in the year 1850, and she is also a member of Satyashodak Samaj. She is a member of Satyashodak Samaj and actively participated with the Mahatma Jyotiba Phule and as well as the Savitribai Phule, and she wrote a book. She wrote a book Stree Purusha Tulana, which was translated in Marathi, which was also translated in Marathi in the year 1882 and 1882. And the last woman social religion is your Pandit Ramabai. Pandit Ramabai was the famous Christian reformer of India, and she was born in the Gangamul of Western Ghat. She was born in the year 23rd April 1858. She was born in the year 1858 in the April 23rd, and in the place called Gangamula of Western Ghats. Of the Western Ghats, and she is a daughter of Ananta Shastri, and she is a daughter of Ananta Shastri Dogri and Lakshmi Bai. And she received education which was against the practice, and she also accepted the Christianity while studying in England. While studying in England, she also accepted the Christianity, and she dedicated her life to the betterment of women. She dedicated her life. She dedicated her life for the betterment of women of India, and she established a Mukti mission. She established a Mukti mission in 1889, and this institution is active till today and provides rehabilitation of widows and orphans and alcoholic addicts. Okay, Pandit Ramabai, where she was born? She was born in April, in 1858, April 23rd in Gangamula of Western Ghats, and she is the daughter of, means his father is Ananta Shastri Dongore and Lakshmi Bai, and she started a Mukti mission. She started a Mukti mission in 1889, and she also eradicated the orphans, widows and orphans. Hope you know about meaning of orphans and widows. In last class, I said about the meaning of widows and orphans. And while studying only, she accepted the Christianity. While studying only, she accepted the Christianity. Okay, this ends with your chapter. As I said, your homework, you should complete your classwork as well as homework. By Monday, you have to submit it. Got it? Okay, children. Thank you.